Now, let's talk about crypto mining. There are two ways: proof of work, proof of stake. There are other ways as well, but for now, let's focus on these two ways. One, proof of work. What does this mean? So, it means that to get something valuable, I need to work towards that. And I need to show proof that I actually worked for that particular thing in a very abstract sense. To take in the real world sense, in the 1800s, gold miners in California were paid by weight for the gold they physically extracted from the ground. The physical extraction is the work. Because gold is scarce, the amount of gold a miner brought for payment was proportional to the amount of effort that they spent to get it. It was also very easy to verify that the gold was real. A manager could simply weigh and inspect it in a fraction of time that it took to mine. So what I mean to say is that when you actually put in the effort, put in the work to bring out that value, you should be able to use a very simplistic method to see whether that proof of work is actually acceptable or not. In this case, the mining takes a lot of effort, but verifying that mining has been done or not is very easy. How could we replicate this in a decentralized digital world? One solution is that to have a computer solve a puzzle with the following requirements. One, each instance of the puzzle should be unique. Solving a previous puzzle doesn't really help solve a future one, like how a real miner cannot re-extract the same amount of gold. The puzzle should be relatively hard to solve, but very easy to verify. This is how blockchains replicate the physical scarcity of the real world. However, instead of mining gold, computers must solve a special type of mathematical problem that takes at least a certain amount of time. Because of its similarity to the analogy above, this process is called mining. When submitting a block to the blockchain, miners must present the solution to this math algorithmic problem, along with the transactions that they want to include in the proposed block. Invalid solutions, which though hard to compute are very simple to check, are rejected by other miners in the network. This mechanism encourages rational miners to only submit valid blocks, or else they would have wasted time and effort. Here what happens is that using the proof of work methodology, you actually put in the amount of work, which is very easy to check, and you would want to make it honest work because you would have wasted time and effort if that amount of work was not put on the blockchain itself. So that is proof of work. Proof of stake works in a different manner. Here they tend to stake their own cryptocurrencies and then they try to gain interest out of which. The proof of work is energy intensive. The proof of stake is not that much energy intensive, but there are a few other issues with proof of stake which will come into a later phase. So crypto mining is where you use your computer's hardware, software, processing speed, electricity, etc. to put in the time and effort to mine the cryptocurrencies. And any other miner in the entire blockchain will be able to verify that particular effort that you have put in. So in that way, you know that your cryptocurrency that you have mined is valid or not.